Good evening. On September 25th, 2014, the Government of India has launched a prestigious program and it was Make in India. You all might have heard about this particular program. This is a program through which the government wants to enhance our economy, strengthen our economy by inviting foreign companies to take part in India. But please remember, our Indian economy was opened in the year 1991. After 1991 economic reforms in India, we introduced certain reforms like LPG, liberalization, privatization, and globalization, and we have opened the doors. But there were so many restrictions as far as the various companies to come into India and invest in India. And please remember, in the earlier class we have discussed about the foreign direct investment, and even today also whatever I am going to discuss, that is related to the foreign direct investment. And after this 1991, though in the beginning the rules and regulations were very stringent, the government wanted to relax these rules and regulations so that you can permit more multinational companies to come to India and invest in India in the form of FDI, foreign direct investment. And one such measure has been announced by the government recently also. For example, if you look at the defense manufacturing sector, in defense manufacturing sector, 49% of the FDI is allowed. 49% of the FDI is allowed through automatic route. Please remember, there are two routes as far as the investment coming to India in the form of FDI is concerned. That is automatic route. Second one is the government route, and third route is the government plus automatic route. Right? These points I have discussed in the earlier class. Now the point is that as far as the FDI in defense manufacturing sector in India is concerned, 100%, listen carefully, 100% FDI is permitted through government route. 100% FDI is permitted to government route, and government will permit only after verifying the the profile, the various aspects will be taken into consideration. But what about through automatic routes? Through automatic route, 49% of the FDI is permitted, and now the government has enhanced this 49% to 74% through automatic route. Am I clear? Very important. You have to make a difference here. Through government route, 100% is permitted. Through automatic route, 74% is permitted, meaning from 49% it has been enhanced to 74% through automatic route. Please remember these points very carefully. Now what will happen? What do you mean by automatic route? Automatic route is that route where government's intervention is not there. So there will be an agreement between the company in India and a foreign company, and the foreign company will take the stake of 74%. So that what will happen? We'll get the new technology, we'll get the new management, right? And we will enhance the quality also. Like this, various benefits will be there. So now this is permitted up to 74%. So that what will happen? More companies may look towards India and they may invest in India as far as defense manufacturing sector is concerned. Then what will happen? Our dependence on other countries with respect to defense equipments can be reduced. Otherwise, India is importing lots of defense equipments from other countries, and that is leading to enhancement of our import bill. Import bill means the amount of money that we pay to other countries for importing from those countries. So right, then obviously what will happen? Those companies are manufacturing, and obviously they look for the profits, and those companies will transport to India, meaning export to India. So this transportation charges will be there, additional duties will be there. So that is leading to huge import bill. So because everything will be thrown onto the country that is importing. I am clear. That is the reason why. So two things can be done. One thing, you permit for more FDI in the defense manufacturing sector. so that the manufacturing will take place in India itself, and India is going to identify certain weapons over a period of time that should be stopped with respect to import. Clear? So we are not stopping the import of the defense equipments completely, no, but this is a time bound program where the government wants to stop certain equipment so that we can manufacture within India, and India has the capacity, India has the potentiality, and India can go ahead. Am I clear? So this is the latest development with respect to FDI in defense manufacturing sector with respect to automatic route. You have to, when you are reading the newspaper, or when you are reading the, this any magazine, or when you are, this watching the news, you have to be very careful whether it is mentioning about the government route or automatic route, and that makes all the difference, my dear friends. Clear? So this is how, you are expected to, this read the topics. Now I would like to show you the document. Look at this. Now you can answer this question. What is the FDI limit raised by the government of India in defense manufacturing sector? Right? So I can say through automatic route. Through automatic route. Clear? So this is the complete question. So what is the FDI limit raised by the government of India in defense manufacturing sector through automatic route? And answer is 26%, 49%, 74 or 100. Please look at very carefully. It was 49% and it has been enhanced to 74%. Clear? And this is going to further strengthen our Make in India program. Clear? Option C is the answer. Now look at some points. In a big bang reforms measure, the union government has decided to raise the limit for FDI for defense manufacturing from 49% to 74% under the automatic route, and it was announced by the finance minister Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman on May 16th, 2020. And this is going to be a time bound program, and the government will set up a project management unit to support contract management, and this will enhance the qualitative requirements, right? And this is a mechanism to enhance our self reliance in defense production, and the government is going to notify a list of weapons and platforms for a ban on import with year-wise timelines. And the government will take up the separate budget provisioning for domestic capital procurement. And all these measures are going to help the government to help India to reduce India's huge defense import bill. Am I clear? Very, very, very important. And the government has decided to, the corporatize Ordnance Factory Board to improve autonomy, accountability, and efficiency in ordnance supplies. Ordnance means weapons. And this mega reform announcement is a part of the 20 lakh crore economic package announced by the Prime Minister of India very, 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 very recently. Fine. And ultimately, my dear friends, how keenly you are looking at the topic that makes all the difference. Clear? You need to get into the depth of the subject as far as any subject is concerned. Clear? And as I told you, we are going to launch a separate batch for current affairs exclusive for IAS 2021 prelims, right? And I have announced the dates, and today, that is May 18th 2020, is the last date with respect to discounted price. Right? For 1 year, the charges are only 7,500 rupees including GST, and that comes to an end today. And after 12 o'clock midnight, the price is going to be increased to 9,500, meaning from tomorrow onwards, Anybody who wants to join for current affairs, you may pay 9,500 including GST, and you can join at any time. You can join, no problem at all. And this batch is for the aspirants who are preparing for civil services preliminary examination of 2021, right? And take a decision, join at the earliest, and we are going to kickstart the batch from May 25th 2020. From May 25th we are going to continue classes up to next year. Next year May, that is May 31st 2021, we are going to continue May 25th 2020 up to May 31st 2021, meaning for exactly for 1 year these current affairs will be covered to you. Classes will be conducted on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, right? And you can watch the classes after 9 o'clock in the evening. For more details, you open our site onlineias.com and click on IAS 2021. There you can see a drop down. There you can also see current affairs. Please click on that one and you can see all the details. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next class. And one more thing I would like to announce that we are also going to start the Indian economy for IAS 2021 prelims. Indian economy for civil services preliminary examination of 2021. That batch is going to be started from June 1st onwards. Clear? And all the details are given in the site. You may please check the details and join accordingly. Thank you so much. Take very good care.